Good evening, everybody. How's it going? I'm just checking everything's working because we are on Restream tonight, which is cool. Very good. Ian, yeah, I checked into that. Moderators don't have a pause delay. So just so you know, we drew a Patreon winner last night, which was Tina. Well done, Tina. I don't know if you're in chat. But yeah, moderators don't have the delay that you peeps are going to see. That way they can combat text messages and messages which aren't, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? That's a good word. They're not kosher for the general community, so they can actually block them before they come on the screen. So I didn't realise that. I think it's actually quite a lot as well. I think it's about 25 to 30 seconds, Ian. But the other thing is that I'm on Kick tonight as well, which is a little bit like Twitch, but it's a new streaming service. I thought I'd give that a try. The latency on Kick is half the latency on YouTube, so I don't know how that works, but that's interesting. So it's good to be back. There was no live stream last week, and don't I know it? I'm paying for it big time because I have got the pile. The pile that I showed to patrons yesterday has now got even bigger. It's just ginormous. It's a ginormous pile of stuff. So there you go. We've got the wow. Yeah, you see, that's what's changed in the workshop. So no more Back to the Future. We've now moved on to Bruce. So we've got the Jaws poster there. I think I'm going to change that out every few months, but I think I'll keep Jaws for probably till Christmas. I like that. I got Mrs. Wilder Wayne to buy it today, but I do like having a change around. You'll also notice that the time machine has gone through time, and that's no longer here. It's gone. It's actually in the lounge, believe it or not. Mrs. Wilder Wayne's let it go buy the TV. The reason I've moved it, as you've probably seen on social media today, is that I'm going to be doing the Ecto 1 again. So starting from, what day should we do this? Monday? We do it Monday. I'm going to be working on the Ecto 1, which means I didn't have any space here. The car's ginormous. So I've moved it. Now I've got space that I can actually put it. Also, tomorrow, I'm going to be finishing off the Agora Models Porsche 917. So that video is going to be out later in the day, probably early afternoon, I'd say. But I need the space for that as well. It's nice to have this amount of space. It's all great. Patrons, just so you know, this is where we were up to last night. I finished the chest. I found out where all the pieces went in this Gundam model we've been building. So all he needs are two arms, a head, and loads of buttons. Loving how that's looking at the moment. And it does stand up, no problems at all. So that's always a good sign. Todd, Marvel Phoenix, you'll be happy to know if anyone saw my Knight Rider stream that I had a little accident and I cut my finger. As a matter of fact, let me show you the injury. There's the injury. So I actually replaced the blade. So look, I've got a brand spanking new blade in there. So talk about tempting fate. That's what I've been doing. I've also joined finally the IPMS club. So I've got my membership card and they've sent me the new magazine. There's something in this magazine which was really, what's the word I'm looking for? It was really refreshing to see that they've got a list of models that they've been looking at around the country for some of the IPMS shows. And in these models, if I can show you, there's a lot more sci-fi than I thought IPMS would show. We've got the Razor Crest in there, Starbugs in there. Look, we've got the R2D2. It's great to see that there's more of a mixture rather than just militaria. Is that a word? Not even Thanos' head in there. So haven't actually read this magazine because it only came today, but very much enjoying that. And then the only other thing, I've got a beer tonight, no Kraken tonight, so I'm on the ale tonight, and I'm down to my last Jaffa cake. Now, if I don't know, if you're American, do you get these in America, Jaffa cakes? They are cakes. They're not biscuits, although they like to be classed as biscuits because biscuits go soft, from what I understand, when they go off. But a Jaffa cake, when it goes off, it goes hard. So that makes it a cake. So I've got my last Jaffa. Oh no, I've got two Jaffa cakes. Wow, look at that. So that's my snack for tonight's stream. Get to eat a couple of lovely Jaffa cakes. What did I do last week? Whee! Oh yeah, by the way, has anyone seen the Strange New Worlds, the musical episode? It reminded me of Once More We're Feeling, the Buffy episode. It's great. I do like things which are just completely off the wall, but I am really enjoying Strange New Worlds. Absolutely brilliant. Is anyone else getting occasional sound problems? Don't know. I don't know. I'm on Restream tonight, so you could be. Don't know. I will close everything down that isn't connected to it if I still get them, but who knows? I've lost my train of thought now when I saw that. Jaffa cakes. Oh yeah, last week. So last week, as you know, now I was in Airfix checking out the new Sea King. which I am going to be building on the channel, even though we've got loads coming on the channel shortly. That's the 148 scale Westland Sea King. Got to see that. Got to see some Sea Kings as well at Chard Equestrian Centre in the middle of nowhere. So that was a journey and a half coming from Corby down to Chard and back again. Then I went from Corby to Accrington Stanley. There you go, Paul. Accrington Stanley. I say Blackburn because it's closer, but yeah, Accrington Stanley. And I met up with Paul Ryder in chat there. And then I went off to Penrith. Then I went to Castle Douglas and met Alan. Alan's in chat. Hi, Alan. Had a nice dinner with Alan. A lovely pub it was. I had scampi and chips. And then it was a 6-hour drive back. It would have been quicker, but there was traffic jams on the M6. But I was knackered. And then I had a day's rest. And then on Sunday, I was in Essex and back. So that's another 200 miles. So 1,520 miles. And then in a week's time, I'm going to be doing it all again. Essex and then Brighton and then Cornwall, and God knows where that's going to end up. So just so you know, next week is the last Patreon stream and live stream for a week because I'm going to be away the following week. I'm away from the 13th onwards. So I've got an army of people here looking after the 2 dogs, which hopefully my new members of the World of Wayne family, which are Millie and Bella, they're in the house now. It's been raining out there, so Mrs. World of Wayne will probably bring them out later so you can see them. They I don't know how they react. So we put them on I put them on like camera yesterday just to check them out. They're a bit nervous, I think, about the lights and stuff, but they are very cute. They're lovely little dachshunds. They're 6 years old. They are rescue dachshunds, and they've got such lovely temperament. But you're gonna love them. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, is that my monologue over? I'm gonna eat a bit of Jaffa cake. Oh, that's nice. Jaffa cake and ale. I don't know if that goes, but there you go. Right, why is it not showing the chat? David Giles, there we go. Evening Wayne, Agora said no book with a Lamborghini. Show me got 3 with the other cars. Oh, right, okay. I didn't know. I'm sure there was 4 books out. I'll have to figure that one out. Did you hear about the sad news? What sad news was that, Sebastian? Probably not. I can't think of any sad news I've heard lately. How about the finished Optimus Prime actually holding the TV? It's big enough. Hi, Svi. How's it going? Good news about the Ecto 1, isn't it? So there's one thing I need to fix on the Ecto 1, and that is it's probably happened to everyone. The little blue spotlights at the back, they've snapped off, so I need to glue them back on. But you won't see that on Monday's video. They're already going to be glued into place. Nothing worse than the last Jaffa cake. Oh, the last Rolo Wills workshop. Come on. Oh, you love Jaffa cakes. Everyone gets Jaffa cakes. I didn't realize that's like a worldwide phenomenon. Spider Sprue. Hi, John. You finished R2, but because I live in Germany, the holograms speak German. Need a new board. Oh, my God. At least on the Knight Rider build, if Kit starts to speak weird, then you can change it into the different language. But hi, Ed. How's it going? What's the other thing? That Knight Rider build, I'm telling you, 3 hours. I put everything together and I thought this has gone remarkably easy. I thought this would be a hard stage. And then, of course, the headlights came up. One of the headlights weren't on. And what happened is a wire actually detached from the back of the LED. So I had to take the headlight out, solder that back on, checked it worked, put it back together. And stupid me, when I screwed the wing in, just like I told you not to do when I did the video, make sure that you keep those 2 holes clear. I went straight through the scanner cable. So I had to take it apart again, solder a new wire into that, make sure. Anyway, it all works, but it was almost an issue 91 of the DeLorean. Oh, you'll be happy to know that the DeLorean and the Enterprise should be on their way. So if they're not here next week, they're going to be the week after. So I'm going to be doing them on the channel as well. We've obviously got the James Bond announcement, which I think is brilliant. And if you didn't see that, that's on the on my channel today. But also, you can check it out yourself by going to, I love a QR code. Look, that QR code right there. You'll be able to check that out for yourself, which is cool. You won't be seeing, this is why I'm thrown out tonight. Christian from Grantham for a while. Christian's actually overseas at the moment, so he won't be on stream. But if you do catch up on demand, Christian, we are thinking about you, mate. So hopefully everything's okay. It's going for a bit of a tough time at the moment. You finished watching Stranger Worlds 20 minutes before stream. It's great, isn't it? No problem if it's just for me. The sound drops out slightly. It will drop out when I'm turned away because this is a directional mic and I haven't got my lavalier mic on tonight. You will I don't know why we're getting random dropouts though. That's a bit weird. I'm going to shut down this window here. 1 second. That might help. Don't know. But can't think why. Oh well. You'll have to it's a new game I play where you get to guess what I'm saying. Hello Paul, how's it going? Yeah, sound cuts out. I don't know why that is. It's nothing on my end. I think it is to do with Restream Studio. I very rarely use it, but I thought I'd use it tonight because I've only got like a month left on the plan and I haven't really had much use out of it. So I'm getting my most out of it. You're not a fan of musicals, but thought it was okay. What's that? Oh, bugs. You can threaten to take the space out of his desk for the sewing machine. She's already taken up a whole room, Mark, with all her sewing stuff. Bless. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, late issue. Hello, Edward. How's it going? Doing 44 to 48 Titanic. Hope everyone's okay. I'm going to be doing Titanic box 11, I think, next week. And hopefully, even next week, I'm probably going to be doing Optimus Prime box 4 as well. And also La Ferrari. I think La Ferrari box 3. God, there's going to be so much. Yeah, sound problems. The wife keeps saying. I wonder what those sound issues are then. Not good. Did you hear the sad news that guy passed away, 70 years old? Who? Who are you on about, Sebastian? No idea. Mark's hobbies, probably not. I think that was a very stupid thing I did. I'd need to get myself worked up for it, but I just haven't got time at the moment. From next week, I've got the kiddies here from next weekend, and we're on holiday, and they're here for 3 weeks. So look, Ace, he remembers the milk advert. Acklington Stanley, who are they? Jaffa cakes are like a fire in a lift, wrong on so many levels. What's wrong with a Jaffa cake, Paul? I'm going to turn the air conditioning on because it's getting really hot in here. Even though it's chucking it down a rain outside, it's really muggy. That's the problem with the UK. When we have lots of rain, things get really muggy. Hey, Wayne, did you ever get the gifts that you get with the Knight Rider build? You get a T-shirt, a 143 scale kit and car, a kit power pack, a Knight license plate, and display case. Don't know. I definitely got the kit. I got the scale kit, the power pack. Did I get that? I might have had that. The license plate I definitely had. I haven't had a display case. Did I get a T-shirt? I don't think I got a T-shirt. Can't be sure. Hello, Phil. How's it going? I saw you got a video out, but I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. The sound is bad. I wonder if I change it. 1 second. I'm gonna see if this helps with the sound. Stand by. Test. Hello. Does that help with the sound? Does that help with the sound? I don't think Lou's in here tonight, is he? I haven't seen him. Can anyone tell me if you can still hear me? I've switched microphones. That might be something to do with the bus speed on this or something like that. If it's still playing up with this, it's something to do with the restream. I don't think there's anything else. If I exit that, I don't think there's anything else I can do to fix it, unfortunately. Sounds like you're talking in a driving helmet. Wow. I will have a look at chat in a minute. Hopefully. Oh, look. Lou's here. Hi, Lou. It was Lost Boys tonight. You didn't get Lost Boys. Your passport's gone missing. You're tearing the place apart. That's not good, Lou. Can't you just tell them it's missing and just have done with it and get a new one? That's what we normally do here, and they just cancel your old one. Hello, Canola Builds. How's it going? I'm just going to scroll down just to see if it sounds better. You hear you okay? Right, okay. Okay, we're going to hopefully that's fixed the problem. Hopefully. I'm just trying to find out where I was. I need a drink. Where was we? We're talking about Lou and his lost passport. Lou, the musical episode, A Strange New Worlds. Huh? Huh? Phil and Lou, did you like that little archive folder I sent you? There's also a documentary on there that's an hour and a half long, so you might want to watch that. Sorry, I'm being cryptic, everyone, but they know what I'm talking about. Al goes with everything. Hi, Wayne. Richard Stevens. Your pack 10 of your Enterprise D build came today. It feels good to start building again. Well, I'm going to be starting from pack 1 again, Richard. Now, I've actually got up to pack 21 in a box down there. But from issues 14, I think, onwards, I haven't touched. They're still sealed in a box down there. But as you know, when I went to do my Redux and completely screwed that up, I pulled all the electrics out and threw them away. So I can't do that again. So I am starting from stage 1. Oh, Pee Wee Herman. Now, I didn't even know who Pee Wee Herman was. Pee Wee Herman wasn't really big in this country. So Paul Rubens, is that who it is? But yeah, I didn't really know who Pee Wee Herman was, to be honest with you. Okay, don't panic. Did you leave it in China? When you make comments like that, Phil, I do think that like Lou is some sort of international man of mystery. I keep telling you, you're like some government agent, Lou, who's been like, I think he left it in North Korea, perhaps. You've never seen Jaffa cakes here. They're lovely. Like, look, they're chocolatey on the outside, like milk chocolate. You've got like a soft, spongy biscuit underneath, and they're full of this lovely orange jelly in the inside. So it's like a cake at the bottom with chocolate on the top and an orange jelly. Oh, they're lovely. You're missing out, Steve. You need to find a UK stockist of Jaffa cakes in the UK. I was saying to Spruverse, we were talking about, do you get bourbon? I don't get bourbon in the US. Do you get bourbon biscuits? The little chocolate biscuits in the US? Oh, I love a bourbon. They're like, if you like penguin chocolate bars, they're just like chocolate covered in bourbons. You're going to spend your evening editing an Ecto 1. I forgot, Bergdis, how big that model actually is. And it's something I don't want to keep lifting up. So I'm glad there's only like 3 stages left for me. So going to be interesting. Has to be McVitie's, though. All the fake ones, disgusting. You know what? At the moment, Ian, in the supermarkets, they very rarely have their own brand. You're being forced to buy the really expensive brand ones. Crazy stuff. I'm sure I had it when I got the renewal form, but I can't find it now. Oh, it will turn up where you least expect it, Lou. Looks stormy here in Crowland. We've got the storm at the moment. It's chucking it down. Absolutely chucking it down. But, you know, English weather, that apparently next Thursday, we're supposed to get our summer. We haven't had any summer yet in the UK. While the rest of the globe has got global boiling and like the EU is burning and having, you know, forest fires and stuff, we're having a terrible, terrible summer at the moment here. Is the Van Home DeLorean exactly the same as it is exactly the same as the Eagle Moss one? You learned today that when Kit did a jump, they used a beach buggy chassis with a roll cage. The Trans Am body was then made of rubber. You can imagine how many they break when they're doing that. It's crazy. Hello, Matt, Model Minutes. Matt came with me to, well, he didn't come with me. He was already there to the Airfix thing that we did in Chard. So have you started on yours yet, Matt? You're seeking? I'm trying to pencil it in when I can do it. But I've had news. I've got another build starting next week. Got to talk about, got to think about that. Ian, do you remember that thing that you wanted me to build for you? I might not have to because I think I'm building it anyway. So, but I can't say anything yet. So, girls can come to visit whenever you're ready, Mrs. Wayne, because they're not going to stay long. You know they won't. Yes, the Ecto one's going to be back on the channel on Monday, Brian. So we're going to continue the rear lights because we did the front ones. We haven't done the rear ones yet. See, if we lose our passport in the UK, it's not really a big deal. As Lou said, we just need a birth certificate and they can normally find us. That's going to be for the Christmas period, John Mortimer. I am doing it. It's definitely going to be for the Christmas period, though. I need it because all the glittery lights on it and stuff like that, it will light up the workshop. Great. When is the first Aston Martin DB5 comes out? Thinking getting that after Knight Rider. Well, it's actually going to start shipping in October, DJ Magnetizer, but you can order it now. So it's available on the Agora Models website. You can probably hear them barking. They're 6 years old, Todd. The dogs are, and they're barking already. They're very excited. They think something's going on. Hello, Paul. How's it going? What can I look forward to that will challenge? That will a challenge on the Ecto-1 and Dodge Charger. The Knight Rider. That's quite a challenge, especially the last one we done. Okay, we're going to try and get some of these girls in here. Millie, Bella, meow. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. They're chasing a cat at the moment, so they're otherwise disposed. I'm going to try and bribe them. Millie, Bella, come on. Hello. Come here. Come here. Oh. Now this is Millie. Say hello, Millie. Millie, look, what's this? This is Millie. So there's Millie, and if Mrs. Weatherwain comes in, there's Bella. Now they are sisters, so they're from the same litter. They're 6 years old, and they've got such a lovely temperament, but they don't like cats.
Oh, hello, precious girl.
So we've had them how long now?
A week, just over a week.
Just over a week, and they're lovely, absolutely lovely. Now they're actually smaller than Phoebe, believe it or not. So let's put them down. Come on, good girl. There's a good girl. They're smaller than Phoebe. And we've got Esther's mum here, who's got Pip. You've met Pip before, a really tiny dog. Pip's bigger than them, so it's quite fun. But oh, bless them. So they've already got the bad habits. Oh, you know. Bless you. She normally needs a code to get into the workshop. You know, she has to do a secret knock or something. You never get the hood to fit on the Super Snake. To lie flat and even. Those guys at Agora are terrific. They sent hood I requested, but for extra measure, they shipped the entire fender assembly. Wow, Rick. The only hood I've ever had a problem getting to fit perfectly on the car was the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger. And it's on, but it's not on where it needs to be. And it wasn't really, I mean, there's no hinges. It just sits on and you got to push it down. But I wasn't really happy with the fit on that. Hello, Greg Carter. How's it going? I'm sorry I'm behind on chat. I really am trying to catch up again. What I say in that, look, it's only 23 minutes past. And Greg, your message was at 12 minutes past, so we're getting there. You would not sign up for the Millennium Falcon. Missed it the first time it was offered in the US. Just really don't know where I'm going to build it. It is big when you're building it. Plus, it comes on these plastic bases. So you're building it on a plastic base. Then you'll get the other half of it, and you'll build that on a plastic base. And you'd end up stacking them up. Now, I've built it before. I want to build it again, but I'll be honest with you, because I know what's coming in the next few months. I'm not going to have time until some of these models finish. Now, the Porsche is going to be finished tomorrow. The orrery that I'm doing on Solar System Sunday, I've got 4 videos left to do with that. It's on a Sunday, so it doesn't really interfere with anything. Do you remember I was collecting the Star Wars encyclopedias? Believe it or not, I've had a pack delivered today. I've got one more pack to go, and I've got the full set. So I will show you what that looks like. But yeah, there's a lot on at the moment, big time. I'm good, James Nicholson. How are you? Hello, Sean. You ordered your first kit, Ecto-1, and pre-ordered the Millennium Falcon. Also ordered a few items for Bike Lane. Don't blame me if you got no money, Sean. Honestly. It has, yes. It has. So save up for January for that. Does the Phantom DeLorean have the same issues? It's exactly the same model, Daniel. So if you had issues with the Eagle Moss, it's probably going to have the same issues. But I'm going to be building it alongside you, and I know those issues. So I'm hopefully when I do the videos, because you know the video is going to be, you're not going to have a young guy with a nice brown beard. You're going to have an old guy with a Santa Claus beard. I'll be able to show you how to fix some of those issues. You never like Jaffa cakes, Paul. That's blasphemy. You like chocolate, you like cake, but don't mix well, in my opinion. You know the best mix. It's going to revolt you when I tell you the best mix of two items. But trust me, try it before you diss it. And that is cheese with chocolate. Cheese and chocolate just goes together so nice. Lovely it is. Oh, the sound's good. I'm really happy about that now. God, you can see where I am trying to fix everything. It's probably there's something wrong with this mic then. I don't know what's going on with it. I'll figure that out soon. Hello, Julian. How's it going? At the moment, doing kit and Iron Man. And the DeLorean could fit one more fan home model. Talking about Iron Man, Helder, I don't know if you're on stream or you're going to be watching on demand or anything. We're not going to be able to get to Oban because we're only in Scotland for 3 days over Christmas. So Mrs. World of Wayne's actually going to send you the 20 issues that we've got here of the battle damage armor, because I never actually put that on my Iron Man. I never intended to. I did say to Helder that he can have them, so we are going to send it to you. So Mrs. World of Wayne's going to be in touch with you to get that sent up there. On the same note, Anthony Oates, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to Grantham next, because I came back the M6, or not Grantham, but Lincoln Way, where you live. So we are going to send the diorama to you as well. What I'm probably going to do is take the trees out the back, because they do come out, and lie them down, and then we'll flat pack it. But I'll be in touch with you when we're ready to send. It won't be till I'm back from my holiday, just so you know. You have about 90. The humidity here is terrible at the moment, Jost. 20 degrees Celsius here in Germany. Can't freaking breathe. Well, it's about that here. Yeah, no, he's had to go back to Poland, Ian. So he's got a family member who's not very well at the moment. So thoughts are with Christian. He will be back hopefully soon. It sounds like a phasing modulation effect. I don't know. It's probably it's a short microphone. I've actually quit out of that microphone now. I think it just needs a restart. I haven't restarted my PC in ages. So good afternoon from North Texas. Now there's the sort of heat that I need. Some North Texas heat. It was 111 here today. Actually scratch that then, Armenia Venture. I don't want the North Texas heat. 111. God. I always worry thinking that if your body temperature is like 37.5 degrees Celsius and it's hotter than that, your body's constantly trying to cool itself down. I mean, I know you've got aircon in America. God, we wouldn't be able to cope with that over here. We haven't got aircon. You want Nurse Chapel's song on repeat? Shall I put it on the drive, Lou? I'll put it on the shared drive, shall I, for you? I don't know yet, John. I really do want to, but I don't think I'm going to get time. If I do, it'll probably be after everybody else. But we'll have to see. You love the folder. It's going to be very, very helpful. It is. It's trying to find some stuff. There isn't a lot of stuff that I thought there was tons of information what we want. But when you actually look at books and stuff like that, it's exactly the same stuff. It's crazy. Paul was originally going to be the big bad in the original Ghostbusters, really. Wow. But as I said, I don't know if you saw Phil and Lou. Look, I've got a new poster up, and we're going to keep changing that, I think, every few months. Don't know what the next one's going to be. Perhaps we'll have a little poll going to see what we can have up. We'll have a Christmas film or something like that. I've got something else coming, something that I'm going to change on the channel. I don't know if it's a scam or not at the moment, so I'm just checking myself what this comes. But when I get what I've ordered, you are going to love it. And if it works out that it's as good as I think it's going to be, every build on this channel is going to change. And I know I'm being cryptic, but I want it to be a surprise the first time you see it. It is quite fun. Completely whacked out crazy stuff. Something that, you know, only I would do, because I've got no four boils. I'll do anything. I'll do anything to keep you glued ooey bluey to the TV. You need a piano to check your audio and go through the C scale. What do you need me to sing? John's model making. You're going to be building the Millennium Falcon. How many model sites have you got now, Todd? You must have a few. Wow. And you've got to have one for a new DB5. I haven't seen Mystery Men, you see, so that's probably why I don't know him very well. Never watched Pee Wee Herman. Oh, political now. Wayne just said biscuit. Cake or biscuit? Bourbon biscuits. I love bourbon biscuits. That and jammy Dodgers. I love a jammy Dodger. Wayne, did you ever collect Cybot from Eagle Moss? I didn't know. What is Cybot? Is that a robot? Don't know. You can't beat a custard cream. Oh, I like custard creams as well. I've never heard of Tim Tams. What's a Tim Tam? Never heard of that. I'll have to possibly hang mine from the ceiling since I live in 500 square foot condo. Well, I mean, my Millennium Falcon was on the ceiling for ages, John. I've still got the hooks in my ceiling. I could actually mount it still there. At the moment, it's sitting on a cupboard in Mrs. Welder Wayne's lady cave there. But I can't believe a model building chat site. We're talking about Jaffa cakes. Yeah, just tell him you're the new king of England, Lou. You can say anything to our people here, Lou. They'll let you in. When are you starting pack 4 the Infinity Gauntlet? I actually got it today, NYPD Flatfoot. So that will be next week as well. That'll probably be Tuesday. What I'm liking about this week and next week is that it's not all cars that I'm building. We've been doing like a Thanos Gauntlet. We've got the Alien that we're going to be building. We've got the Orrery. We've got the first 2 videos I've done this week wasn't cars. I'm struggling to think what it was. What I've actually built this week. Knight Rider was the only car I did this week. Are you putting all your videos on for Ecto 1? They're all on, Shane. They're all on the channel. Actually, if you go into the homepage of my YouTube channel, I've made it the top playlist. Every video that I ever did on the Ecto 1 is on my channel, so you can watch it now. They're all public. So, all go. Tim Tams at Aussie Penguin Bars. Ah, well done, Mrs. Welder Wayne. How do you know that? And I don't. Have you forgot the heat wave already, Wayne? Yeah. Although, look, Paul, I'm telling you, on Thursday, it's supposed to be hot again. But it's doing hell with my asthma at the moment. My asthma's been really playing up, and it's good that I'm not coughing at the moment. But before streams, I was coughing my lungs up. Doesn't normally bother me at all. But for some reason, the last week or so, it has. Hi, Jim. How's it going? It's summer in the UK on Wednesday or a Thursday. Can't remember. Yeah. As I said, if you don't like the weather in the UK, wait 5 minutes. It'll change. If you lose your passport in the UK, US, it's a major pain to release. You guys have it good. Yeah, they just cancel ours and send us another one out, but you do need to prove who you are. I haven't seen Mystery Men. I haven't seen that film. On the 57.5 run with mixers. Oh, I could do with a run, but I need to get through these ales. I've got 2 ales left, and I'm such a big drinker that they've lasted years. Hello, Keith Derry. How's it going? The DB5 car, can we get the option to buy the display case separate? I take it it's not included in 12. No, I think that's only a part of the collector's edition. But you know what? Agora models are the people that can answer that, Keith. So it's best to drop them a line. Oh, you've all seen the dogs. Yeah, they're good old Dachshund puppies, bless them. Well, they're not puppies. They're 6 years old, Svi. But they're tiny. You'd think they are puppies. Mrs. Welder Wayne's only got ramps now. We've got ramps everywhere in the house so they can get on the chairs and on the bed. and before we even pick them up, she goes, these dogs are going to be well trained. They're not going to go on the chairs, and they're definitely not going to go on the bed. That lasted about 7 hours. Oh. They're the same size as a large Cornish pasty. Oh, I've got to try a Cornish pasty when I'm down there, Chris. Oh my God, Jess. That'd be cool. It's your birthday today, Mr. Donuts. Oh, in that case, I'm going to get that on the screen. And happy birthday. Happy birthday. Are you how old are you then, Mr. Donuts? Or is that a question that we're not meant to ask? I don't know. I've got no social graces. I'll just ask anyone how old they are. No girls allowed sign. No, I should do, shouldn't I? Well, I've got my Blockbuster sign. That's good enough. This is the Wrath of Khan, by the way, with all the film cells around there. I know you can't really see that, but I had to move the time machine. The time machine is actually, I can't believe it's in the lounge. So I've managed to get away with having the time machine in the lounge, The American Wealth in London in the lounge, and the Orca and the ET spaceship are all in the lounge. Get that. Can I have an Enterprise in there? No. So won't let me have an Enterprise in there. The mind of women, I don't understand it. I wish the Dodge Charger hood had hinges. Yeah, you've had the same trouble as I did, Paul. I mean, I've got it on, so it actually fits perfectly now. But if you even touch the car, I'm sure it will just ping up slightly. So, all fun. Hi, Craig. How's it going? How the devil are you, Craig? We need. I think we need to have a new jingle for the countdown, because we've had that one now for 3 years, I think. So if you're composing anything else, I'll be happy to play it on the channel and give you credit. I'm sure you've got some great synth music in there. If you didn't know, Craig Synth he did the music for the countdown, and that's what's been like the theme of the channel for years. Absolutely loved it. As a matter of fact, it's the sort of thing I'm humming in my head before the stream starts now. Oh, you got your Ecto 1. Well, my Ecto 1 delivery came yesterday, so I know it's here. I can't wait to get started on it, to be honest with you. I think it's 3 stages there, or 3 packs left to do for me. The DeLorean will probably be starting either the end of next week, Robert G, or the week after. It's been sent out. I'm just waiting for it to arrive now. Have you heard about Lionsgate just acquired Entertainment One? No, I haven't heard that at all. That's interesting. There's a lot going on at the moment, but what with the Screen Actors Guild strikes and the writers' strike, I don't know what's going on in Hollywood at the moment. All I do know is I saw Oppenheimer a couple of days ago. I really enjoyed that film. Really enjoyed that film. I'm off to see something next week. I've got this thing that it happened when I used to work for Blockbusters. I used to go to the cinema religiously almost every other day. And I had this thing where I always like sitting in the front row. And the reason I like sitting in the front row, because you feel fully immersed in the screen. It's like having an IMAX experience. When I'm with Mrs. Wayne, I normally sit near the back. Not get your minds out the gutter. Not for that reason, just because eyesight issues and stuff. But when I'm on my own, happy to sit at the front. And that's how I watched Oppenheimer. I really enjoyed it. So I said to Mrs. Wayne, I want to do that more often. Just go to the cinema and just chill out for an afternoon watching a movie. Can't think of a better way to spend my afternoon. You're currently watching my DeLorean build from 6 years ago. Daniel, I assure you I'm the same person. I know I look completely different. You had an issue with your Ecto hood. It doesn't fit 100% flush and unscrews itself. You open and close it a few times. As long as you keep it shut, it'll be okay. Oh, bless. Used to have chili flavored Tim Tams. Oh, my God. Cheese, honey, and jam. Yum, yum. I'm thinking. Actually, that sounds like a good mix, Paul. Mrs. Wayne's got there with her recipe book, writing it out. Cheese and chocolate really is a good combination if it's high cocoa and hard cheese. Well, the other thing you probably don't know about cheese and chocolate, and I'm sure someone's going to comment in chat, cheese and chocolate is actually got the serotonin in it or whatever you need to make you dream. So it's supposed to encourage dreams, cheese and chocolate is. So if you don't dream a lot and you want to dream more, eat cheese and chocolate just before bed. I can't guarantee you can have nice dreams, but I don't normally have any nightmares or anything like that. So it's all cool. Oh, Anthony, yeah, no problems at all. So we're going to get in touch with you. We're going to post that out to you. It is quite heavy, just so you know, because it is a slab of wood. It's 105. I can't believe these temperatures, Steve Powell. 105 Fahrenheit, 41 degrees C. Now, we had a 40-degree heat last year, and that killed us. Because, again, we've got no air conditioning. When we've got the fans on, it's just pushing warm air around. And I can't believe how many showers I must have had that day just to cool myself down. It is horrible. And look, Todd's over in Arizona there. Look, 116 degrees. Wow. And Central Florida, 92. Wayne, my son is coming out to Florida in, it keeps giving me the countdown, 4 weeks. I think it's 4 weeks he's got now. And he's out in Orlando for a couple of weeks. Bless him. This will be his first trip abroad. He's going with his girlfriend, but his first trip abroad on his own, if you like. So I'm sure he's going to have a great time. 106 in Arizona. That's just crazy temperature. And it's only 15 degrees in Rockhampton. That just brought us down with a bump, didn't it, Spartan Overwatch? We'll be comparing how cold it is in a couple of months. Although the nights have started drawing in. Have you noticed that? 9 o'clock is now getting dark here, when normally it doesn't start getting dark till like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. You should actually have Ecto 1 parts coming any day now, hopefully. It's great that people are starting to get back on with it now. It'd be good that the people that were affected by Eagle Moss, when they get that finished, so you can just draw a line under that. Hopefully we never have that happen again. Hello, Keith. How's it going? How the devil are you? Keith, if you're going to go to Wonderfest, the hotel's now on sale, just so you know, to get your ticks. They book a room block, if you like, for a special rate. But you got plenty of time. There's no rush. Automatic thumbs down. Wade didn't have the decency contract regarding the death of a mutual friend, Neil Davidson. Neil died about 6 years ago, Riaz. Probably 7, actually. No, longer than that. That must be over 10 years ago now. Oh, my God. He was a good guy, Neil was. I don't know if... let's see if we can do like a little tribute to Neil, actually, because... Hang on a second. Do you remember I told you last time that he sort of created the Jedi Chefs? There is still a Jedi Chefs org. Here we go. So, oh God, how can I share a screen? Hang on, share screen. There you go. That one. So this is the Jedi Chefs here. This guy on the left here with a patch, that's Neil. Bless him. And this is where we created the Jedi Chefs. And if you look at who are the Jedi Chefs? See, this is all the list of Jedi Chefs, and you've got a lot of celebrities here who are Jedi Chefs as well, like Keith Sarabika. There he is. Let's see who else we got. Stacey Keach, if you remember him. There he is. I'm just looking down. Brody Hustler from Buffy. There you go. A lot of celebrities became Jedi Chefs. I'm on here somewhere. Julie Benz. There you go. Claire Kramer. Jenny Mollen. Jenny Mollen is the wife to Jason Biggs from American Pie. I've met Jenny Mollen. Yeah, Armin Shimmerman. So if you haven't heard about the Jedi Chefs, this is the Jedi Chefs. So I'm in here somewhere. I'm just trying to see where I would be. Tell me of the Jedi Master Chefs. This is it here. So I'm... God, let's see which one I am. Let's scroll down. Ah, they're not there. Where's mine? I'll try and dig my one out, so you can see where am I. So you can see my Jedi Chef picture. He was great, the Jedi Chefs, but good guy Neil was. You want both Esprits? I definitely want the Lotus Esprit. It'd be even better if it converts. I don't know if it does. I don't know anything about it yet. You're building 3 Optimus Primes, Fan Home, Agora, and Bandai. You got your work cut out, Wayne. I am enjoying the Fan Home one. That foot is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. You're up to 19 different build sites now. Oh my God. Should I stack on biscuits? Yeah, definitely. Bourbons, Jammy Dodgers, and Jaffa Cakes, Chris. I think what we've decided, we're only 18 minutes from you. I didn't realize that, Chris, because we were checking the distance from where we're staying. So we're probably just going to leave the kids to get on with their own thing, and me and Mrs. World Wayne will come over to see you. But I'll give you the date and let you know when that's going to be. Oh, God, I love a Garibaldi. Oh, yeah. Could be talking pizza. What's your favourite toppings? It's always meat with me. Yeah, meat feasting. And I do like having a bit of jalapeno in there, something with a bit of kick, a bit of spice. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what a Tim Tam is. How crazy is that? I can tell you who Humphrey B. Bear is and Fat Cat, but yeah. As for what I'm eating, I don't know. I can tell you what Texters are. Oh, bless. Alpine this week. It was the Alpine, yeah. I've actually got 2 stages of the Lancia to do as well. Lots to do. Any new builds on the Valentino Rossi? No, I've done the Rossi last week. Did I? You know what? I think I might have a box here. Paul, I don't know what I've got here. I think I might have a Valentino Rossi to do as well. Wow. I think I have. You got your last pack leopard tank tomorrow. Have fun with it. I used to chase Phoebe around the garden with it. I haven't seen Mr. Trek's 125 scale Enterprise, no. Your chest has been bad as well. I do think it's the humidity, Paul. I don't know what it is. The refit's going really good, Ian, but I really haven't been able to get back on it at the moment. I'm probably gonna. I want to get the saucer done, and I was gonna paint it before I moved on to the neck and bridge and pylons. But to be honest with you, I'm following Phil Spruverse's channel and seeing what he's doing, because I need to. I'm following. Yeah, I'm such a chicken. I am. I'm following someone else's advice because I'm better to learn what to do rather than go into it blindly. You've seen that on the channel. I end up stabbing myself. So it's good to know what you're doing. Let someone else go first. Hello, Andrew. How's it going? Needs to be good weather from the 19th, 2 weeks away. I'm sure they said that we should have summer from next Thursday, Paul. So I don't know how long it'll last. Might be a couple of days, but there we go. We need a birthday jingle. Yeah, definitely. God. Don't forget to get your cream the right way around. Oh, we talked about that on cream tea. We're talking about cream on scones, though, Will's workshop. I don't want to upset the people from Devon and the people from Cornwall, that's for sure. Julian, I'm always risking being in the workshop after these live streams because I don't ever know what I'm going to say. It's crazy. You haven't told Becky. I didn't even know you were doing the Vulcan Sphere. Wow. Don't know where that's going. Maybe above the TV. If it does, if anyone has got their Enterprise or Millennium Falcon and they have mounted it above the TV, please send me an email with the picture of it. Because the more pictures I have, the more I can say to Mrs. Welderwayne, it's dead space above the TV. It needs to be filled with something. And as you say, she's got that rule. She's pretty hard fast to that rule. Stubborn old Mrs. Welderwayne, I tell you. She doesn't give me any leeway at all. I think it'd be fun, Craig. I think it'd be fun to have a new humming tune. How about hitting that button, folks? Yes, definitely, Ed. Thank you for that. Okay, I've got a thought problem for you. I will go back to chat, but I've got a thought problem. Now, do you remember last week I said to you that I don't believe the speed of light is the fastest thing? I'm about to prove it to you, okay? And it's a thought exercise. So you're going to have to dispel belief because some of this is completely unrealistic. And I have mentioned this on the channel before, okay? If you could take some rope, which weighs nothing, it's got no weight at all, but it is rope and it can pull as far as rope is, yeah? And this rope is 30,000 miles long. So you take it all the way around the earth, and I come back and I sit here. So I've got two bits of rope in my hand. So I'm holding this one. I'm just pulling this one until it goes really tight. And then I'm going to pull this one. This hand should go like that, shouldn't it? There's no reason why it shouldn't do that. It's just a tight rope and I'm pulling it. If I pull this one should go like that. As long as it's taut, I should be able to move it. I know weight issues and how much rope over that. Forget weight. Just the principle of it. If I have rope tight around the earth, it's like just putting string around a tennis ball and you pull one end, the other end's going to move. If you can accept that, then I can prove to you that there's something faster than the speed of light. But I'm not going to tell you in this stream. We'll probably do that next week because I need to break it down why that's the case. Thought exercise, though. I did actually send that to... who's the guy? Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he never got back to me. I wanted to know, in that thought experiment, am I right in saying that if you had a tight rope around the earth and I pull this side, would this side move? I can't think of any reason why it couldn't, why it wouldn't. If the cable, if the rope can't stretch, that's another rule. If it can't stretch, it should move. Glad to see me live. This is some of the crazy random stuff, Black and Red, that we talk about on this stream. Sometimes I go off on the tangent. Sometimes it's because my mind and its ADHD properties, or sometimes it's the ale. Sometimes it's how people steer the chat. I never know. In my local view, that is. Yeah, I always sit at the front if I'm watching a film on my own. I'll sit near the back if I've got Mrs. World of Wayne with me. That explains last night. You had mozzarella sticks and half a chocolate bar. It was terrifying. It does. It makes you dream. Hello, Sordo. I haven't seen you for a while. How the devil are you? Wayne, too much cheese and chocolate with me will trigger a migraine. That's a good point as well. Cheese is a very big a trigger of migraine. So's dark chocolate. For me, I don't normally have a problem. Unfortunately for me, red wine is a trigger. Plum sauce or hoisin sauce is a trigger from Chinese, and stress is a big trigger. As a matter of fact, when I drove back from Scotland, I came in, saw Mrs. World of Wayne, and 15 minutes later, instantly hit with a migraine. But it wasn't too bad because we caught it straight away. But I think that was just constantly concentrating on the road for 6 hours. I didn't stop. I just traveled straight back. You've been watching the old V. I've got the old V and the mini series as well. The special effects creeped me out as a kid. Now they're laughable. That mini series, what was it, 19 episodes afterwards? That was terrible. But I would like to build some of the ships from V. Now, I've seen there's some 3D printed ones out there, but I'd love someone to do a kit for that. 15 degrees Celsius. It's chilly up there, Bergdis. Have you found anything on the Lotus magazines? That's a good point. Thanks for reminding me. I'm building the D'Agostini Collectibles Lotus, the Ayrton Senna Lotus. Now, in the UK, we get them with magazines. Now, I've already promised my magazines to Robin Full, but I did want to get John Drum. He wants them as well. So if anyone's doing that build and they don't want the magazines, can I ask you send them to me if possible? And I'll send them on to John. Because Mrs. World of Wayne arranges all that. But if you are building the Lotus and you don't plan on keeping the magazines, please, if you really could, send them to me, and then I can send them on to John. That would be brilliant. The dogs have the cat again. Well, we had a dog before we got the dogs. We had a cat turn up in the garden. I think that cat's not going to be turning up anymore. See, look, they're back on the sofa, fast asleep now. Bless them. Great to see another live. I'm normally live every Thursday and Wednesdays for patrons. Normally, we used to do live on Tuesdays. As a matter of fact, looking at what I've got to do, there might be a chance that we're going back to do the Tuesday car crash streams again, because I've got a lot to do. When I'm back from holiday, I think that might be a go. So we'll be doing 3 live streams a week. 18 minutes equals 40 in Cornwall. Oh, my God. It's the one-wheel caravans that come down there. Jalapeno, Wayne. Is that how you pronounce it? Jalapeno. Really? Jalapeno. We say jalapeno here. Jalapeno, really? Wow. Wayne, pronounce jalapeno, not jalapeno. Jalapeno. Did I say jalapeno? Did I? I know it's jalapeno. Why did I say jalapeno? It's because it's how it's spelled. I must make you die with some of my pronunciation for things. You must just shake your head and think, is this guy crazy or what? Jalapeno. I thought that's what I said. Jalapeno. Did I say jalapeno? Okay. I didn't mean to. Oh, what am I like? What about Cadbury's mini rolls? They're dangerous, Raymond, because once they're open, I normally eat the whole pack. I'm terrible. Your X-Wing is mounted above the settee and fireplace. Well, we all know what happened to my X-Wing. It used to be right there. It's still doing well in the fountain. It's growing some nature's algae on it. So, nah, I don't think the speed of light's the fastest thing. I think kinetic energy, or the transfer of energy. They say the transfer of energy is the speed of light. I can disprove that straight away. And that's what I meant about a thesis saying about what's faster than the speed of light. And if you can accept that, well, we'll move on to that stage afterwards. But you never know. Through this stream, we may invent time travel. You have an easel of one of my paintings behind the TV, so now I know what's on the TV. You could, theoretically, Will, if you pull it hard enough, you could talk to yourself, couldn't you? Your brain's hurting with that thought. We'll have this rope set up for next time. I'm just trying to put it on a large scale, and it's something that I've always wondered, that whole puzzle. You won't be moving at the speed of light after a large Cornish pasty. Yes, the road would be. What we've got to dispel belief again, Richard. And we're actually on a completely flat surface with no friction on the rope at all. All very theoretical and too many variables not happen in the real world. No, in the real world it won't, but the principle's the same. I'm just trying to make it bigger, Pete. So I mean, I can demonstrate it to you on a basketball with a string around it, but I just want you to think bigger. So that's why I said the Earth. If you managed to put a string around the Earth, it would still do the same thing. You keep watching my Knight Rider videos while I build, waiting for pack 14. That last one, I was almost crying, Steve. Almost. No UB40 red bread wine for waiting for a migraine. No, I mean, I've got this sumatriptan now. As soon as I know a migraine's hitting, if I take that, I'll be okay. If I don't, I'm going to have a bad time. You can't do pictures, spend all your... I can understand. I can understand. Quantum tunneling is possibly faster to... Well, actually, Sean, that's where I'm getting to. We're going to be going to the quantum level in the next stream. I want to go... Because the other thing, I think... I'm sorry, I hate talking science, but actually, I love talking science. Where we're looking at the quantum level, I think the inverse is true as well. So whatever we discover on the quantum level, I think X backs backwards as well. So when we look into space, we're just looking at the reverse of the quantum level. Oh, that proved why toast always lies back. No, actually, Lou, would you like a toasted tea cake? Okay, I've got a question for you. A question that will tax your mind. The very fabric of thought. If space is infinite and time is also infinite, would you like a toasted tea cake? I'm sure everyone gets that reference. Take care, John. See you later. I heard that Cooper Kupp is injured. Is that true? And I also heard that Tom Brady has bought a share in Birmingham FC Football Club. That's pretty crazy stuff. But I've got you all thinking tonight. You're all going to go to bed thinking like science. You'll all be little scientists. Oh, bless. Anyway, listen, this has been a fun old stream. It's been the most random stream we've had in a while, isn't it? So, all cool. So tomorrow, I'm going to be finishing that. I don't know how long it's going to take. So if the video's out later in the day, I've already built this once on the Patreon channel, so I know what I'm doing. Hopefully nothing will go wrong. Hopefully it's not like the Knight Rider was where I'm almost crying, but you'll notice that. Yes, I would like a toasted tea cake. Would you like some toast? Makes me want to watch Red Dwarf again. Anyway, listen, thank you for a great stream tonight, and I will see you on the other side tomorrow, and then we'll be live streaming for patrons on Wednesday next week, Thursday, the normal chat live stream, but Monday next week, we're going back to the Ecto 1. Take care, everyone. See you later.